Kowloon walled city, located in Hong Kong, holds the title for being the most crowded city in history. This dense urban settlement was a unique phenomenon, demonstrating the extreme limits of population density, construction, and living conditions. At its peak, the city covered just 6.4 acres, yet housed a staggering population of 33,000 residents, resulting in a population density of approximately 3.2 million people per square mile. The buildings in the city were constructed without the oversight of any governmental building regulations, resulting in a chaotic labyrinth of interconnected high-rise structures, with some reaching up to 14 stories tall. The living conditions within the city were incredibly cramped, with tiny living spaces, improvised infrastructure, and a myriad of makeshift electrical and water systems. Additionally, due to the lack of proper healthcare and sanitation facilities, the city suffered from widespread disease and poor hygiene. These extreme living conditions and population density made the Kowloon walled city an unparalleled marvel in urban history. Construction and layout. The walled city was originally a military fort in the 19th century, but evolved into a densely populated settlement over time. The city's construction and layout were the result of organic growth, devoid of any urban planning. The interconnected high-rise buildings that characterized the city were constructed haphazardly and without regulation, leading to an astonishing population density. The city reached a peak population of 33,000 residents, covering an area of just 6.4 acres, making it the densest place on Earth. The unplanned and unregulated construction led to an astonishing population density of over 3 million people per square mile, with buildings reaching up to 14 stories tall. This chaotic labyrinth of structures was home to an estimated 350 different factories, creating everything from textiles to food products. The absence of proper zoning regulations within the city allowed for the intermingling of residential and industrial spaces, resulting in a unique and complex urban landscape. The lack of green spaces and open areas contributed to the overwhelming sense of overcrowding within the city, as every inch of the limited space was utilized for construction, creating a cityscape unlike any other in the world. Living conditions. The living conditions within the city were deplorable due to the lack of proper infrastructure. Cramped living spaces, lack of ventilation, and limited access to sunlight were common characteristics of the residential quarters. Additionally, the absence of municipal services such as sanitation and waste disposal led to severe hygiene and health concerns for the residents. The extremely high population density resulted in an average living space of only 40 square feet per person, far below the international standard of a minimum of 120 square feet. This overcrowding led to a lack of privacy and a constant feeling of being encroached upon. With 33,000 residents living within the 6.4-acre area, the city's infrastructure was under immense pressure, with only a few narrow alleyways and staircases serving as the main thoroughfares, causing difficulties in movement and circulation within the city. Furthermore, the absence of natural light and ventilation in the densely packed living spaces led to a myriad of health issues, including respiratory problems and vitamin D deficiencies. In a city where space was at a premium, it is estimated that rents were 2 to 3 times higher than the rest of Hong Kong, placing an additional burden on its residents, who were often employed in low-paying factory jobs within the city. The lack of proper sanitation and waste disposal resulted in the accumulation of refuse within the city, with an estimated daily production of 50 tons of solid waste. This not only led to malodorous living conditions, but also provided breeding grounds for rats and other disease-carrying vermin, further exacerbating the health hazards faced by the residents. In addition, the absence of clean water sources and proper sewage systems led to a significant risk of waterborne diseases and infections, creating a constant threat to the well-being of the inhabitants. Criminal activity. The city became infamous for its association with criminal elements. Due to its ungoverned status and lack of law enforcement, the walled city became a hub for illegal activities, including gambling, drug trafficking, and unlicensed medical practices. This notoriety added an additional layer of complexity to the already chaotic living conditions within the city. Within the confines of the walled city, an estimated 200 unlicensed doctors and dentists operated, often using outdated or makeshift equipment, putting the health and safety of residents at risk. The pervasive criminal influence also extended to the widespread presence of unregulated businesses, including approximately 350 unlicensed factories operating within the city. These factories produced a variety of goods, generating significant income for the city, but also often exploited labor laws and safety regulations, leading to hazardous working conditions for employees. Moreover, the absence of governmental oversight and the density of the population made the city an ideal location for criminal organizations to conduct their activities. As a result, the city became a notorious haven for organized crime, with hundreds of triad members exerting influence and control over various aspects of life within the walled city. This led to an environment of fear and lawlessness, where residents often lived under the shadow of criminal elements and faced exploitation and coercion. Additionally, the lack of formal legal institutions and law enforcement within the city meant that conflicts and disputes were often settled through informal and sometimes violent means, further perpetuating an atmosphere of insecurity and instability for the inhabitants. Demolition and transformation. In 1993, the Hong Kong government finally demolished the walled city, recognizing it as an unsustainable urban anomaly. The area was then redeveloped into a park, with the remnants of the city preserved as a historical site. This transformation symbolized the end of an era, marking the closure of a chapter in urban history that stood as a testament to the extremes of overcrowding and lack of governance. Despite its demolition, the legacy of the Kowloon walled city continues to captivate people around the world. The demolition of the city was an immense undertaking, involving the relocation of approximately 33,000 residents who had called the densely packed enclave their home. The park constructed in place of the city covers an area of about 31,000 square meters, boasting lush greenery, walkways, and recreational facilities. Furthermore, the park's design incorporates elements that pay homage to the walled city's unique architecture and layout, ensuring that its memory lives on. The remnants of the city that were preserved as a historical site include a restored South Gate, a nearby section of the original city wall, and a small historical museum chronicling the rich and tumultuous history of the walled city. The South Gate itself is a stunning example of ancient Chinese architecture, offering visitors a glimpse into the city's historical significance as a military stronghold. The museum contains artifacts, photographs, and detailed accounts of life within the walled city, providing a comprehensive understanding of its extraordinary existence. Moreover, the museum serves as a platform for educational programs and guided tours, allowing visitors to gain valuable insights into the living conditions, layout, and unique culture that define the walled city. The transformation of the area into a park and historical site has not only provided a space for reflection and remembrance, but has also become a popular tourist attraction, drawing in visitors from around the globe. The park offers a serene oasis amidst the bustling metropolis of Hong Kong and serves as a poignant reminder of the city's tumultuous past. Additionally, the preservation of the walled city's remnants allows for the continuation of academic research and historical study, ensuring that the lessons and impact of this extraordinary urban anomaly are not forgotten. Furthermore, the government-led demolition and subsequent transformation of the site stand as a testament to the resilience and adaptability of urban planning and redevelopment, showcasing how areas once marked by chaos and overcrowding can be reimagined into spaces that enrich the community and honor the past simultaneously. Legacy and impact. The legacy of Kowloon Walled City continues to fascinate urban planners, architects, and sociologists due to its singular impact on the discussion about urban development and regulations. The city's existence served as an exemplary case study, highlighting the consequences of unchecked urban growth and underscoring the critical importance of effective urban planning. The impact of the walled city's unconventional development extends beyond its physical boundaries, influencing global discourse on sustainable urban growth and the crucial role of government in regulating and overseeing urban spaces. The unprecedented population density of approximately 3.2 million people per square mile within the city and the absence of building regulations underscore the severe ramifications of uncontrolled urban expansion. The city's unique existence has become integral to discussions on mitigating overcrowding and implementing zoning policies to establish safe and sustainable urban environments. The lessons derived from the walled city's legacy have profoundly influenced contemporary urban planning strategies, emphasizing the imperative of integrated planning, infrastructure, and governance to support the well-being and safety of urban populations. Moreover, the implications of the walled city's unregulated development have informed the creation of urban management policies worldwide, aiming to prevent the emergence of similar overcrowded and chaotic urban spaces. Consequently, the enduring impact of Kowloon walled city serves as a testament to the critical lessons learned from its extraordinary and unprecedented urban conditions. Conclusion. In conclusion, Kowloon walled city stands as a testament to the extreme limits of overcrowding and urban chaos. Its legacy serves as a cautionary tale, emphasizing the importance of thoughtful urban planning and governance in creating sustainable and livable cities. Despite its demolition, the walled city lives on as a powerful reminder of the potential consequences of unregulated urban growth. The city's extreme population density of approximately 3.2 million people per square mile epitomized the challenges of unchecked urban expansion, showcasing the detrimental effects of overcrowding and the absence of building regulations. The absence of green spaces and open areas exacerbated the sense of overcrowding, leaving every inch of the limited space utilized for construction. Remarkably, the city housed an estimated 350 different factories, contributing to its chaotic urban landscape. The lack of proper zoning regulations allowed for the mingling of residential and industrial spaces, further complicating the already dense environment. Additionally, the 6.4-acre area contained an estimated 33,000 residents, resulting in an average living space of only 40 square feet per person, far below the international standard. The cramped living conditions led to exorbitantly high rents, 2 to 3 times higher than in the rest of Hong Kong, placing additional burdens on low-wage factory workers. Moreover, the absence of proper sanitation and waste disposal resulted in the daily production of 50 tons of solid waste, contributing to malodorous living conditions and providing breeding grounds for disease-carrying vermin. The pervasive criminal influence within the city, with hundreds of triad members exerting control, further added to the complexity and instability of life within the walled city. The demolition of the city marked the closure of a tumultuous urban chapter, involving the relocation of approximately 33,000 residents and the development of a park covering about 31,000 square meters. Preserved remnants of the city, including a restored south gate, a section of the original city wall, and a historical museum, serve as a tangible link to the city's extraordinary past. The transformation of the area into a park, featuring elements paying homage to the walled city's unique architecture, has made it a popular tourist attraction, providing insights into the city's rich history. The legacy of Kowloon walled city continues to captivate urban planners and architects, serving as a remarkable case study that has influenced global discourse on sustainable urban growth and the crucial role of government in regulating urban spaces. The enduring impact of the walled city underscores the critical importance of integrated planning, infrastructure, and governance to create safe and sustainable urban environments, influencing urban management policies worldwide. Thus, the walled city stands as a pivotal lesson in the complexities and consequences of unregulated urban growth, amplifying the imperative of effective urban planning and regulation to support the well-being of urban populations.